Okay, so today I thought I'd do a review of this MADDOX 2-in-1 vacuum and pressure pump. So I got this from Harbor Freight today because I need to drain the fuel out of the Springer. I put about a gallon of gas in to test the carburetor, and I found out there was a problem with the carburetor. So I got that back from being rebuilt, but I still have fuel in it, and I need to take the fuel out because I got to fix an electrical connection underneath the tank. And you know, on these twin cams, the petcock have to have a vacuum on it. So, and I'll show you how that's going to work in a little bit. But here is the MADDOX pressure thing. You can kind of see all the contents right here. But we're going to take a look at it anyway. So let me take my glasses off here. So, okay, so this is what the kit looks like. You can see all that, up here. So here you get the, the actual pressure pump. You get a canister. You get a whole bunch of different caps for vacuum lines. These are like bottle caps. If you have a bottle you want to get a vacuum on. And I'm going to go over all the dimensions of this stuff. Here's some master cylinder plates. You get a couple lines, and I'll go over everything in this kit. I'll show you a picture of it. I'm going to read off everything you get, and I'll show you a picture of what I'm reading off. So the parts list is: you get one vacuum pump, you get part number 2A, if you can follow along with the the picture that I've got. 2B is the transport lid. 3 is the 4-ounce cup. Number 4 is 1/4 by 23-inch vacuum hose. You get 2 of those. And number 5 is 1/4 by 3-inch vacuum hose. You get 2 of those. You get 1 connector tube, 1 T-hose connector, 1 straight hose connector. 9A is a brake bleed screw adapter A, and 9B is a brake bleed screw adapter B. And those are, I think they're in here. Let me take these out and I'll show you. So these are the different caps that you get to cap off vacuum lines. You get a whole bunch of different sizes of these. Bleed adapter. There's one there, and then there's another one there. So you can see you get various size caps if you want to cap off a vacuum line. Let me see. This is, what is this? This is 10. This is a universal cup adapter. And again, more caps for the vacuum lines. 11 is an O-ring. Number 12 is a 5/32 by 1/4 inch inside diameter tubing adapter. 13 is a vacuum line cup. You get 12 of those, which I just showed you, 12 of these. 32-ounce bottle adapter, which is number 15. So these are the bottle adapters. One is 32 ounce. The other one is, if you see these, another one is 12 ounce. And then you get the 3-inch master cylinder plate, which is, I'm going to show you this up here, which is this piece right here. Then you get a 6-inch zero master cylinder plate, which is this other big round one. Then you get a 4x8 dual chamber master cylinder plate, which is this in the back. So you get quite a lot of stuff in this. I have used this. I have already, drained the fuel out of that. I'll show you a video of that I did that. But this is a pretty decent sized pump. All metal. Got some rubber grips on this. It'll do 30 inches of vacuum and 30 psi. So you have like a collar here. So if you pull it forward, it does vacuum. Then you push it back, it'll do pressure. And pretty decent. It seems like it's a nice quality pressure vacuum pump. They had some other pumps there, kind of cheaper quality, plastic, no case. That's one of the reasons that I bought this, mainly reason because it had a case. I like things that have cases with it. I think it's just a lot easier to keep everything in cases. I'm sure most people would rather have something in a case than it's out in the open. So All right, so let's move over to the bike and I'll show you the clip of how this pump works to drain out a twin cam petcock. Over here I have a fuel can because I've got to drain the fuel out of this tank. I put it on there, I get the crossover line, but I've got to take this tank off again. There's an electrical connection underneath here that I've got to fix. I thought I had fixed it, but I didn't, so I've got to take this tank off before I put the carburetor back on and put everything on the top and try to start this bike. So I needed a vacuum pump. So what I have here, this is the vacuum line that actually goes to the carburetor. There's an adapter in here, and then this hooks up to the vacuum pump like this. Now on these twin cam petcocks, they require a vacuum. It's a safety feature, so in case you forget to shut the petcock off at night, unless there's a vacuum going to this, it won't draw any fuel. So in order to open this, we need to put a vacuum on it. So we'll put this on reserve, and then let me see if I can do this with one hand so you can see what's going on here. All right, so that's probably good right there. So we'll put some vacuum on it, and you can see in here the fuel is starting to go in the tank. Now, if I don't have to really do anything more because it's going to hold a constant vacuum, but so we'll let that go, and that's all you need really to drain one of these tanks if you have a vacuum pump. Just maintain a vacuum on it. So it should be, I mean, it's not going to lose any vacuum. It's holding steady at about 20. We'll pump it up a little bit more. We'll go to 25. So, and it's not going to drain the tank completely. It'll drain a good portion of it. I don't think I have that much gas in here. I think maybe I have a gallon, because I just put a little bit in to try to test it to fire the motor, because I still have to change the plugs in this and everything. I wanted to get the oil cycled. I did get the engine oil light out, so I know we got oil pressure in this. But before I put the carburetor back on and start this up, I'm going to fix that connector. It's actually for the spotlights. Whoever had this bike before must have epoxied the connector together because it pulled apart when I took the tank off. I thought I put it back together good enough, but I didn't, so I've got to pull this off and just check it again. But last time I took the tank, and then I've got to cut that line over there and put a new line in, and I want to get as much of this fuel out as I can so I don't have gas going everywhere. All right, anyway, we'll let that drain, and I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. But I think this is a pretty good vacuum pump. It's still holding vacuum at 22. Yeah, it's still holding. Might be a slight leak in the line, but it's holding at 25 right now. So as long as we keep the vacuum on it, actually if I shut this off and turn it back on, as long as the vacuum's on it, it'll go back up again. So you can see if, oh, you can't see it now, but anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I just wanted to do this quick review of this MADDOX pressure and vacuum hand pump. So I think it's going to work out fine for what I need it for. Check it out. It's Harbor Freight, $69. If you have Harbor Freight cash, of course, you can get it probably cheaper than that. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.